Hey guys, welcome to Surf and Show. I'm Noel Salas, and today is episode 1 of our How to Surf Better tutorial, and the topic is how to generate more speed going rail to rail. Now, we believe our content is best suited for the lower end intermediate all the way to the expert level surfer. And the deeper you go in a series, the more advanced each episode gets. Now, to watch episode 2, it's already done. Just hit the link below, become a patron, and you'll also have access to all of our exclusive content and the last series we did on how to generate more speed down the line. Now let's get started, look at a couple waves, and find out what we're working on in this episode. As I take off on this right, I want you to notice I'm staying nice and high, get a couple pumps up there, compress hard right there, and then I start going top to bottom, utilizing the entire wave. And as I go rail to rail, whether I'm on my toe side or heel side, I'm compressing and extending through turns to generate speed. Let's look at it again in slow-mo. As I take off, I set that inside rail, get a couple pumps up top. I'm going to put it in slow-mo. And I want you to focus. I compress hard right there to get around this section. Let's pause it because I want to draw some lines here. If this is the bottom and that's the top, let's say this is the bottom and the top's over here. Because what now I'm going to do is start generating speed using my rails going top to bottom. And the lines look like this. So that's from the bottom to the top is a toe side turn. From the top to the bottom is a heel side turn. And then I go back to a toe side turn up here. Okay, so you see the lines in which I drew. I want to focus on, I want to look at when I'm compressing and extending from the bottom to go to the top. And then I'm going to look at from top to bottom. And remember, when I go down from the top, I'm going to compress into that, and it's going to give me a lot of speed because I'm utilizing the wave face, the speed the wave generates, and me compressing into that's going to give me even more speed. Okay, so let's undo all that, and let's look at when I'm compressing and extending. So right now, I'm compressing, watch it extend. There's the extending starting. Now we're going to look at the top. I straighten my back leg, so I'm extending for the turn and power. Watch. Now I'm going to start compressing on the way down. You see that? I'm compressing. Watch me start extending. Here it goes. There. I'm extending now. So I'm pushing off the bottom as I'm on my toe side rail here. Notice how I'm utilizing the entire wave on every single maneuver. Watch. Compress, extend. Down to the bottom. Compressing. You see it compressing. Now I'm going to extend. Nice little turn. Look, compress, extend. So I'm doing maneuvers, utilizing the whole wave as I go toe side, heel side on my rails to generate speed. Now this wave I go straight to the bottom. I compress, bottom turn, top turn. Look at how I use the entire wave to generate speed. Toe side, heel side turn. You can see every time I put the board on rail, it squirts with speed as I go to the next turn. Let's watch it again in slow motion. Now as I drop in and go to the bottom here, I want to focus on my posture. Let's pause it. I want to zoom in. Can you see my left shoulder, my left knee? They're close together. I'm compressing down into my board as I go down the face of the wave. And this is going to increase speed. Let me explain it like this. If I drop in from top to bottom on the wave has speed in its own. But because I'm compressing down into my board, I'm going to gain even more speed. We go to the bottom, hit this bottom turn here. Let's look at my posture. You can see left shoulder, left knee are close. So I'm compressing as I go into this toe side bottom turn. And I want to focus on when I start to extend out. The other thing I want to focus on is my eyes, where my head is pointed or looking at where my target is, where I want to do my top turn. This is really important because the board always goes where the head's pointing. Let's just say this is my bullseye right here. My eyes or my head is looking right where I want to go, and the board's going to follow me there. So let's undo those. Now let's look at when I start to extend out of this bottom turn. See how I'm getting taller? There it is. I'm extending. Nice little top turn. Let's check my posture. My left shoulder, left knee are close together. I'm compressing because I'm going down the wave face again And if I'm going to surf this wave top to bottom, I'm going to have to compress every time I go down to maximize speed. Let's zoom out. Wave goes flat, so toe side, heel side, while compressing and extending to generate speed. I'm coming off the bottom. I'm compressing, extending. Hit that top turn. Look, I'm compressing on the way down. I'm compressing. Now I'm extending right there. I hit that turn. Where's my eyes? I'm looking down. Board's going down. It keeps me right in the pocket. So it's really important to look where you're going, and the board will follow you. And you come out of this turn right here and still have good speed to ride out. Now we just looked at a couple waves. We talked about heel side and toe side turns, utilizing the whole wave going top to bottom, compressing and extending at the right times to maximize speed. Look, we can't go into maneuvers, roundhouse cutbacks, wraps, backside, frontside snaps, airs. It all has to do with compressing and extending at the right time. So proper technique and engraving these new habits is key. So I'm going to give you technique. We're going to get out on our carvers and we're going to engrave these new habits. But what you're going to see in episode 2 is we're going to tap into backside. We're going to go deeper into compressing and extending. We're going to not just talk about technique. We're going to talk about timing, rhythm, and flow. The idea is to utilize our rails and do all the maneuvers that are out there and do it seamlessly, and to be able to generate speed or wipe speed off when it comes to the maneuver we want to do without anybody really notice that we're doing it. That's what I want to give you guys. So as this series goes deeper, that's what you can expect. Compressing and extending is not going away. It's always going to be adding some new element where we're talking about where our hands are, how our legs are, where we're driving, how we shift our weight forward. Everything matters, and it's all tied into compressing and extending. Let's get out there on the concrete and surf skate and start working on these new habits. Now, as we get into our carver exercises, especially talking about carving, for me, it's imperative that we have our feet positioned properly on the board. Now, I'm good with your feet moving around as you're doing different things and carving, but I really want you to focus on your feet being as square as possible to your hips and your shoulders, as opposed to it being maybe a little bit more open, or even up here like this. Think about it. If I skated like this and I wanted to do an aggressive or precise heel side turn, I couldn't get this board to turn over very good because I'm not utilizing my heel and my toes to their maximum by being more square. And I want this to carry over into your surfing. Now, I know my front foot's a little open while I'm surfing. It looks probably like that. But in my mind and in my heart, I want it to be like this. So I try and make a conscious effort to get it more square so I can get more precise and radical turns. Okay, now as I come towards you in the camera, since I'm on a flat surface, I have to go rail to generate speed. So my body's going to be nice and straight. I'm going to twist at the hips, and that's going to get this board to generate speed as I come towards you. I'm going to set my feet, keep them nice and square. Here we go. My feet are set. Here we go. I'm going to twist. You can see my lower body's relatively quiet. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, and I'm generating speed. All right, so you saw me side to side with no compressing and extending. So now I'm going to compress and extend as I go from rail to rail, and we're going to generate twice the speed, but I'm going to do this slow for you. Set my feet nice and square. You can see my body up and down as I go rail to rail. Now I can really generate some speed as I hit my rails. Now we're going to take the side to side, rail to rail, and the compress extend into our toe side turns and our heel side turns. And when I hit the toe side, I want to compress into it, extend out. Then I want to hit my heel side, I want to compress into it and extend out. And we're going to keep doing that, and I'm going to go back and forth until I can't do it anymore because my legs are burning and I'm tired. Okay, I'm going to set my feet nice and square. Compress, extend, compress, extend, compress, bottom turn, extend, compress, extend, compress. Let's pick it up a little bit. Bottom turn, hold it, extend out, compress, extend, compress, extend, compress. Look at my arms in front of me. Compress, extend out. Extend, compress, extend, compress. Hold it, arms in front of me. Here we go. Use the twisting. Compress, extend. Hold it. Okay, we're gonna pick it up. Legs are burning, it's on fire. Compress, extend. Here we go, pick it up. Now we're on speed. Quick, short. Hold it, extend out. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed episode 1 and you've got your homework cut out for you. If you're out surfing, remember, utilize the whole wave. Surf it top to bottom, maximize speed by compressing and extending through your rail turns. Now, if you're out on your Carver, I want you to focus. Compress down into, extend out of one rail, do the same. Compress into, extend out. This is a workout. So I want you to do it till you can't do it anymore, then take a break, get back on your Carver, and repeat. Look, if you like the show, subscribe. Give us a thumbs up if you like the content, and to watch episode 2, become a patron and click the link below. If our tutorials are helping you, hit us up in the comment field, but until next time, we'll see you in the water. Bye-bye.